Have you ever found yourself chasing one pleasure after another? A bigger TV, a trendier phone, a more exotic vacation, only to feel that satisfaction keeps slipping away? In modern culture, we often believe happiness comes from amassing more stuff, more experiences, more achievement. Yet research and human experience shows how quickly we adapt to these novelties, falling into the hedonic treadmill. We sprint forward, but never really get closer to lasting contentment. Epicurus, an ancient Greek philosopher, challenged this frantic pursuit centuries ago. He suggested a radically simpler path, where real happiness isn't about collecting the most toys, but cultivating peace of mind, close friendships, and a life of moderate, meaningful pleasures. If you're ready to step off the consumerist hamster wheel and discover a more sustainable form of joy, Epicurus's insights might offer the fresh perspective you need. Epicurus, 341 to 270 BCE, was born on the Greek island of Samos and later taught in Athens, founding a school famously known as the Garden. He gathered followers there for a communal life, emphasizing philosophical discussion, self-sufficiency, and friendship. Contrary to later caricatures, Epicurus did not advocate hedonistic debauchery. Rather, he championed modest living and sober reflection on pleasure and pain as natural guides to well-being. In a time when many philosophers fixated on politics or metaphysics, Epicurus put personal happiness and tranquility at the forefront. He believed that if we understand how desire works, we can free ourselves from unnecessary cravings and anxieties. His approach resonates today, where stress, social comparison, and the pursuit of endless novelty leave us perpetually unsatisfied. Epicurus invites us to slow down, embrace simpler joys, and find that true contentment often lies in the ordinary, overlooked moments of life. You might have heard the phrase hedonic treadmill from modern psychology. It's the idea that people adapt swiftly to new pleasures or gains, returning to a baseline level of happiness. Buy a new car, get a promotion, move into a bigger house. Within weeks or months, what once thrilled you becomes normal, even taken for granted. Meanwhile, your mind sets its sights on the next big thing. This cycle can trap us in relentless pursuit, always craving an elusive more. Epicurus identified a similar phenomenon in antiquity. He watched people chase luxuries, banquets, elaborate homes, political power, yet remain restless. In his view, craving intensifies dissatisfaction because it moves us away from calm appreciation of life's genuine pleasures. Good conversation, satisfying meals, the beauty of nature, and above all, peace of mind. If we aren't careful, we trade the blessings already at our fingertips for illusions of future gratification that quickly fade. Epicurus proposed a model for true happiness, revolving around 4 core ideas. 1. Ataraxia, peace of mind. The ultimate aim is ataraxia, a serene mental state free from turmoil and fear. Rather than constant stimulation or excitement, Epicurus values tranquility, where your mind isn't hounded by worry or regret. 2. Aponia, absence of pain. Minimizing unnecessary physical discomfort also contributes to contentment. Epicurus didn't say we must avoid all pain. Sometimes short-term pain can yield long-term benefit, but we should be thoughtful about how we expose ourselves to avoidable distress. 3. Friendship. Epicurus famously stated that friendship is among the greatest joys. Living among kindred spirits, sharing burdens and laughter, fosters a sense of security and belonging that wealth alone can't buy. 4. Self-sufficiency. He encouraged independence from extravagant desires or external dependencies. Cultivating a simple lifestyle with modest needs means you're less vulnerable to disruptions and can focus on genuine well-being. In essence, Epicurus believed that happiness flourishes when we reduce fear, appreciate simpler pleasures, nurture real relationships, and avoid the treadmill of infinite wants. A major insight from Epicurus is to classify desires into categories. Natural and necessary desires. These are basic needs: food, shelter, safety, companionship. Satisfying them leads to minimal anxiety, maintaining a stable sense of well-being. Natural but unnecessary desires. Example: preferring a lavish feast over a simple, nourishing meal. It's fine occasionally, but chasing luxury every day can breed dependency and stress. Vain desires fame, excessive wealth, social prestige. These rarely bring lasting contentment. They often cause more anxiety, comparison, and dissatisfaction. Epicurus advised focusing on the first category, necessary needs, while treating the second with moderation. The third is best approached with skepticism or avoided altogether. By learning which desires truly matter, we free ourselves from the constant craving that leads to emotional turbulence. Ultimately, a slice of bread shared with friends, enjoyed without fear or guilt, can deliver more genuine joy than an extravagant banquet eaten alone or with envy in one's heart. Let's see how Epicurus's philosophy might apply today. 2 scenarios. The forever upgrading consumer. Lisa always wants the newest phone, the trendiest clothes, or the biggest TV. Yet after each purchase, her excitement fades, replaced by desire for the next upgrade. Epicurus would remind her that many of these are vain desires, fueling restlessness. By stepping back, she might discover that the phone she has is perfectly functional. She could redirect that energy into friendships, hobbies, or even saving for experiences that bring deeper joy. Over time, letting go of the upgrade mindset fosters contentment and financial relief. The overbooked professional. Jake fills his schedule with endless networking events, side hustles, and social obligations, hoping more activities yield more happiness or status. Yet he's exhausted, with little time for genuine relationships or quiet reflection. Epicurus would nudge Jake to ask, which pursuits are truly natural and necessary? Which are illusions of prestige? By pruning lesser commitments, Jake may find more space for quality time with loved ones, restful evenings, and authentic pursuits that truly nurture his well-being. In both cases, stepping off the treadmill of more reveals a calmer, more fulfilling way of life, centered on sufficiency, not excess. How do we actually reduce our entanglement with vain or unnecessary cravings? Gratitude practice. Reflect daily on basic comforts: clean water, nourishing food, a safe home. Instead of lamenting what you lack, appreciate what you already have. Simplicity challenges. Occasionally opt for a simpler meal or a frugal outing. Observe that joy often emerges from the companionship or mindfulness of the moment, not from extravagance. Honest budgeting and goal setting. Identify where your money and time go. Are you unconsciously chasing status items that bring fleeting pleasure? Reallocate those resources toward experiences or relationships that yield lasting satisfaction. Mindful consumerism. Before making a purchase, pause. Ask, is this truly necessary? Does it address a real need or just a passing want? Not to forbid indulgences entirely, but to ensure they're occasional treats rather than endless upgrades. Periodic desire check. When you catch yourself longing for something, question whether it's a natural need or a vain craving. This reflection quickly deflates impulsive yearnings. By practicing these small habits, you gradually find yourself less weighed down by consumer pressures, aligning instead with Epicurean simplicity and stability. Epicurus famously said, "Of all the things which wisdom provides for the happiness of the whole life, by far the greatest is the possession of friendship." In modern times, we can get so fixated on professional success or material gains that we neglect the simple companionship Epicurus valued. However, nurturing close bonds is crucial for emotional support and shared joy. Deep conversations. Instead of fleeting small talk, engage in meaningful chats about life, dreams, and personal challenges. Epicurus believed heartfelt dialogues relieve existential anxieties. Shared simplicity. Have friends over for a simple potluck rather than an expensive night out. The sense of community fosters more warmth than lavish parties can. Emotional security. Knowing you can rely on genuine friends or family members in tough times reduces fear and isolation, key to maintaining calm and resilience. Thus, friendship isn't a superficial add-on. For Epicurus, it's integral to well-being, weaving communal warmth into daily life. Can you adopt Epicurus's approach in a world that glorifies hustle and consumerism? Yes, by consciously integrating these principles. Moderation, not asceticism. Epicurus didn't forbid pleasures or achievements, only cautioned against letting them dominate you. You can still enjoy modern conveniences, but with awareness, ensuring they don't morph into endless cravings or anxiety. Strategic career choices. If a high-pressure job continuously drains your happiness, consider whether a simpler, more fulfilling role might serve your overall contentment better, even if it means less pay or prestige. Epicurus would argue a calm mind is worth more than status. Mindful media and advertising. Advertisements stoke discontent, implying you need the latest gadget or look. Apply Epicurean skepticism. Will this truly make me happier, or is it a marketing illusion? Resist the manipulative treadmill. Periodic retreats. Like Epicurus's garden, create gardens in your life. Moments or spaces for reflection, quiet hobbies, or connecting deeply with others. This mini escape from frenetic life rejuvenates mind and spirit. Even as you navigate modern demands, career goals, family obligations, personal growth, Epicurus's blueprint urges you to keep genuine happiness at the center. The real shortness of life lies in squandering your days on superficial pursuits, missing out on deeper, calmer joys. For Epicurus, true happiness isn't a fleeting thrill. It's a steady contentment woven from moderate desires, strong friendships, and inner tranquility. By distinguishing which cravings serve genuine well-being from those that just feed restlessness, you can step off the hedonic treadmill and discover lasting satisfaction in life's simpler aspects. In a world addicted to more, Epicurus reminds us we often need less anxiety, less clutter, fewer empty ambitions. Instead, we need more presence, more genuine connections, and more appreciation of life's ordinary wonders. Whether it's a peaceful meal with friends or the quiet moment before dawn, these small joys, embraced without fear or envy, can yield a happiness beyond what consumer culture promises. As you move forward, let Epicurus's words echo in your choices. Clarify your real needs, foster supportive relationships, savor simplicity, and cultivate an untroubled mind. Step off the treadmill of endless desire, and you'll find that the path to true contentment is often simpler, warmer, and more fulfilling than any fleeting surge of novelty can offer. Thank you for joining me on this journey.